What's wrong with my face?
Everything.
How rude. Have you looked at yourself recently?
Yeah.
Ah!
What's that? Detritus there.
Now, you'll be alright. They'll be be obstructed by me talking shite. You put it on the wrong way around. We've checked the bad things happened. I'm sorry, my throat's knackered, that's why I sound like a frog. Right, different location now today. You'll notice this is my tiny, ridiculously undersized garage or driveway. This is a Triumph Spitfire with a twist. She's a 1978, we think, with a GT6 engine in it. So the lovely lady comes and looks in this, that isn't the 1500 that it came with. That's a GT6 engine. Small issue that we're trying to rectify. It runs, but when it gets hot it cuts out and then won't restart until it gets cool again. So mechanic number 2 and 3 so we're going to try and rectify that. Don't know what it is, haven't got a clue, but got some ideas, and my face is burning on this, which is lovely. Anyway, let's have a look. Oh no. I'm undoing some screws. You're welcome. It's lost forever. So, one of the issues that it could be is on these Stromberg carbs, they have like a mini choke. Where they're thermostatically controlled, and it could be that it's choking when it's getting hot. Might not be, but it's worth a look. That's a pain in the bum. That is in the way. Okay.
I know why it wouldn't start.
Roof wasn't fixed. Ah, that's it, fixed. So all of this we don't need to do because Brian's just discovered the reason why it won't start is because the roof was open. But we'll take this off and check it anyway.
I don't understand why it's got a secondary choke. What's that?
No, me neither. I don't really understand it, but it's just a little needle, look. Sorry, what? Ow, shit, burn, burn, ow, burn. Right, so this is it. This is like a mini choke. So the carburetor itself has got a main choke that's controlled by a cable, like SUs and Zeniths. But then it's got this as well that opens this needle when it gets to a certain temperature. And apparently they have a tendency to get gummed up. So I don't know, I'm just going to take it apart and see what's inside it. What can possibly go wrong?
You could lose it.
Springs just go ping. Oh. That's quite cool, isn't it?
It's clean enough, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's just that obviously the heat distorts the strip. It's quite clever. It's worth cleaning it up though.
Well, you don't know what the other one will be like.
No, that one could be completely gummed up. It's like really weird. I've never seen these before. But yeah, so this little metal strip in here must change through heat or something that then pulls this little needle seat back here, and then that allows fuel or air to pass through. It's quite clever. I don't know whether it's... don't really understand why you'd need it, but it's there, so give it a clean up. Now, one of the reasons why I love the Spitfires and the, what was that one that we were going to buy? The Triumph Herald. Is the bonnets fold up like this, which allows you to sit on the tyre and work on the engine. How cool is that? Right, they're both cleaned off. Both of them look alright actually. I don't know what they're supposed to look like, but they look clean. So I guess that's okay. So, going to put them back on. Don't believe it's a fueling issue. We've put a new fuel pump on it the other weekend. New fuel filter. The fuel seems to be flowing fine even when it's warm. So next thing we're going to check is, we've checked the spark plugs. They look like they're burning correctly. So we're just going to check the coil. So that's where it's kinked, look. You see it?
Yeah.
So my intention is, yes, it's not as neat, but if I chop the issue out,
Yeah.
and then just stick it back in, see if that cures the issue. So while we were checking things over here, resistance test on the coil, inconclusive. I don't really know how this magical stuff works with electricity, but we've checked the distributor, checked the points that don't exist, and checked the cap, and it all looks okay. Like I say, fuel pump was changed last time, so that's a brand new fuel pump. Just we're getting fuel to the carbs, no issue. The carb bits look quite clean, but as I was going through everything, I just noticed that the pipe, the vacuum advance tube, was crushed. I don't know whether you'll see that. Yeah. Now, you'll be all right. They'll be be obstructed by me talking shite. Put it on the wrong way around. No. Now it is getting air through it, but as this tube heats up under the heat of the engine, because it passes over the top, what if that is collapsing under vacuum and stopping it from advancing or retarding? It's possible. Not saying that that's what it is, but it'd be nice, wouldn't it? So what I've done is chop the issue off, just shorten the cable so we can stick it in there. I mean, it was routed up here nice and neatly down into here. Now it's just over the top of the engine, but it's only a trial. If it works, I'm sure Brian will change it so that the wires aren't so obvious. But we're going to try that. Okay, so we checked the coil, we checked the distributor, we've checked the bad things happened. I don't think that's supposed to do that. Maybe the electrical fairies will fix it. Hom. Hom. I mean, it may just be coincidental, but joking aside, that fell off. Literally came off in my hand, so we're going to put a new connector on it. So what have we discovered? Well, we've discovered that this pipe was collapsed. It was collapsed, and I'm thinking this is only a kind of plastic hose. If that gets hot and then starts to become pliable and then collapses under the vacuum, the vacuum advance and retard wouldn't work. So that may cause it to be bogging down and then eventually cutting out. May. And then this probably won't help either. So we're going to fix that. Yeah. Loads of air again. Coming up. Loads of air. It's weird that. I wonder if that's what them things do. Right. Right, so we've got to let it warm up now and see if it replicates the problem. Oh, flipping Nora. Oh, I've done it. So rear carb's leaking for fuel out of the float chamber. You see this just here. I think the seals, the gasket's broken out. Ow. We'll take it out, drain it of fuel, see if we can clean it up and... Why are you lying in the mud?
Because she was here and then Brian went like that.
She bites the exhaust when it starts up.
That's what she's waiting for.
It's a special case, isn't it?
See, now if this was the midget, you'd have spare gaskets.
Yeah. There's about like 12 of them.
Spare everything.
You want to pour that into the fuel tank if you can. Yeah, there was when we took them apart.
It's broken.
No, it's supposed to be like that. Perhaps a bit of a clean.
Just come off.
I've just unplugged it.
What's that? Detritus there.
That's what I'm just wondering. I wonder if that is causing a short.
It looks like a bit of crud. It's a bit of plastic. Oh, it's an AccuSpark one.
I wonder if when it's vacuum advancing, it was pulling on these wires.
Something silly. Well, that shouldn't be in there, so that's not going to help, is it?
No.
No, and then the question is where's that come from?
Well, it could be off the old cap.
Yeah. Shall I get some brake cleaner and we'll give it...
Yeah, well, we might as well. So it's an AccuSpark electronic ignition. Now, weirdly, the wires were quite tight in here. So when the vacuum advances, it was almost like it was pulling those too tight. It might just be coincidental, but...
Or it might have been stopping it advancing.
Or stopping it going too far, yeah. That's a good point, actually. Look at the state of you. Okay. Obviously I'll have to time this up now, but... Yeah, turn the ignition off.
What have you done?
I don't know. Yeah, that's back on. That's back on.
Maybe it was that piece that fell out. It was
Yeah,
actually crucial.
actually crucial to the operation. Okay, helps if you plug it in. Let's try that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 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 Oh, fucker. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Smooth stuff. Yeah. Take 7. I wouldn't put your seatbelt on, it's not necessary. I mean, that was promising, considering the spark plug's not in it. Turn the ignition off.
I didn't see a spark though.
No, but it might not have been on that firing sequence. Ignition off. Yeah.
Ignore the fact that it's trying to fire on not all cylinders.
Now, just for the avoidance of doubt, if this works, that means I was right.
It does mean you were right, yeah.
Let's get that on record now. 3 hours ago, I was right. And if you'd have allowed me to buy a coil, we'd have been in the pub by now.
I'll just point out.
Well, no, because I didn't order the right components.
Yeah, so what? Why did he buy components to go to the pub?
I'll still be playing.
Joshua, shut up and sit out the car. Okay, promising. Okay.
She will be cold
same
now,
coil
though,
pack
won't
on
she?
the unit, this one. Yeah.
It's just a better quality one.
Can you get your fingers out?
Is it not?
Don't touch the throttle a second. You haven't driven it yet. Oh, Richard's not there. Don't start it yet. I've got 27,000 volts in my hand. This coil is slightly smaller. Yeah, but it's a spit up course like BAM, you get me? It's like well cool, innit? Sounds well, doesn't it?
Right, let it just leave it, let it get warm.
We have got to bear in mind that timing might be off.
It might be off.
Yeah, so we might have to adjust the timing. But
you don't need any tools for that, do you?
no, just a 7/16. Just that one. I'll stick it in my pocket. Now what's important at this point is we don't let Brian know that he was right, because I will never hear the last of it.
So what have you done?
Change the coil. So we've harvested parts off the MG. My voice is going. We're harvesting,
Sound like shit.
we're harvesting parts off the MG, and we've put its coil on it. Obviously we've got to let it come back up to temperature, which is where the problem was. But it sounds better straight from the start, unlike me.
Just slowly going.
I need a lem sip.
Where will I come somewhere?
Right then guys, that's it. The spit is done. So sorry I couldn't film the last bit. I ended up quite ill and ended up having to come away from Brian's, so he finished it off. But he's ordered a new electronic ignition system, new spark plugs, HT leads and a coil. Replaced all of that, no missing now. It's running sweet as a nut. We got it just about there. It was running perfectly. I mean, it was running and not cutting out, which is what it was doing before. It would run until it got up to temperature, then it cut out and it wouldn't start until it cooled back down again. So a multitude of things that we've done has obviously cured that problem. So that's great. That is now fixed and running sweet as a nut again. So that will be coming up for sale at some point. He's got too many cars and too many wants for new things, so that one's coming up for sale shortly, and it is a fabulous car. I'd have it myself if it wasn't for the fact that I don't have the space or the money. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a bit of a take along rather than a tutorial. There's no tutorials in many of the things we do, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.